Hi, we're here with Heather from Martello Photography in beautiful Bridge Street, Ashtabula. Okay, start over. All right, Heather, over 20 years of experience in the photography field. What has changed the most in your industry?
Well, I started with film, so everything has changed. I lived in Florida a million years ago, and I started with film photography and was shooting weddings. I also worked at the Tampa Tribune, and I was in that transition of going digital, so that changed also.
I remember the transition from real negatives to going digital.
Yeah, I used to do all the darkroom, everything.
Did you like that?
I did, but I like all the digital stuff now because I like multitasking. So I like that I can do a lot of different things at once.
When you fell in love with photography, though, there was something that captured your attention. So was it the act of actually producing the whole thing from start to finish, or was it the end product that was more exciting?
I think it was just more catching the emotions of everybody. It wasn't the darkroom or anything like that. It was just capturing emotional things.
The moment.
So, yeah.
of it.
Champagne's included. Cut that part out.
Did you get into photography because you fell in love with weddings, people, animals?
Well, how it started was my dad bought me a Canon Rebel, which is up on that shelf too. And he had work in Australia. We never traveled, and somehow they made it happen, which was crazy because we were totally broke, but they made it happen. And my dad gave me a Yashica twin lens that one of those that you look down on. And that's just where it all started. I took that with me and fell in love with it, yeah.
What is the most satisfying aspect of taking photos? Is it the reactions from your clients? Is it being in their moment?
Yeah, so when I shoot weddings, I get a rush that I can go into like any family situation of all the unknown. At a wedding, you're walking into new settings every weekend. And I love that I can fit right in. And I love that the people that are nervous, mainly the groom usually is nervous, but within like 5 or 10 minutes, he's like, oh, this isn't so bad. So that's a rush for me too, to see them being nervous to then being calm and relaxed. And then within an hour, they're like thanking me, and and we still have 7 hours to go, but they already know, and that always makes me feel good. And then of course showing them and getting the response of them being super excited and crying. That's my goal, is to make them cry of happiness, and I love that. So
well, that's a good goal. And you have a beautiful space up here, so lots of different things can happen. You take all different kinds of photos, from newborn babies to couples to boudoir photos as well. So that's a whole world of photography.
It's endless.
Client by client. You can make their wishes happen for the most part, right?
Yeah, because we do a lot of the lighting here, and then over by the windows, that's killer natural lighting and really good for boudoirs.
Yeah, and exposed brick and the hardwood floors, you can't beat it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space. Sprawled out naked. You don't have to put that part, but
are there any important do's and don'ts for clients when they're going to have their pictures taken professionally? Don't get your hair permed the day before.
Well, yeah, boudoirs, definitely don't tan that day. Practice with your makeup and hair beforehand. Don't drink, because if you have a hangover, that's going to show. But it's a whole list for the others.
All the different types of photography sessions, like what are your favorites? I know weddings take up, entire days or weekends sometimes, and you do the night before and whatever, but like what are some of your favorites to do?
With how long I've been involved with photography, for some reason I'm not really bored with any of it yet. Usually people get burned out, but I don't know.
I've seen your nature photos, I've seen babies and couples and everything. It seems like,
Weddings are the main. I love shooting weddings. Then I love shooting boudoirs because they're always uncomfortable at first, and then it opens, because that sort of goes with the whole women empowerment thing, and that's why a lot of them do it. And then by the end of it, they're sprawled out naked. You don't have to put that part, but they're like, this is wonderful.
This is fun. This isn't scary at all.
Yeah. I love
And then they see themselves looking so beautiful. Like, how did I ever look like that?
Yeah, so I like boudoirs because of that whole experience. And then babies, I love babies. I shoot at UH also a couple times a week to get those moms to cry. When I show them the slideshow, I love it.
And speaking of women empowerment, tell me a little bit about Wild Souls Retreats.
Yes. Well, it all started about 5 years ago. I was single and looking for someone to travel with, and no one was able to travel. So I'm like, I'm just going to find a group of women to travel with. And I found the world of retreats. So I went on a few, and then that retreat leader hired me to go on a few more to photograph the boudoirs and self-love portraits and the whole retreat as well for content and branding. Then I decided to just do it on my own because now I know a lot about it.
I saw on your website, which is lovely, by the way, all of the information about the retreat. So definitely check that out. What would you expect on a retreat if you were going?
So definitely a self-love photo shoot or boudoirs, depending on how far you want to go. And then cacao ceremonies and yoga, like all the things that make us feel good.
Health, wellness.
Yes, health, wellness, self-love.
Mind, body, spirit, the
Yeah.
whole connection.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Don't put down Heather's video at all. I'll kill you. And another aspect of your business that blossomed out of photography just naturally was elopements.
Yes.
So what is an elopement?
Elopements are just smaller weddings, and a lot of them are just the bride and groom or the bride and groom and their kids. It's usually a second marriage or someone who got pregnant, at 18 or something. So it's either like small like that because they're young, or it's their second or third marriage and they're completely in love and like, this is the one now. And so it's usually 10 people or less.
So if I wanted to elope, what's included in my package?
We have obviously the photography is included, the officiant, who is Chris Bucci, and he's in the space next to me. The cake and champagne is included as well. So
Oh, that's awesome.
pretty much everything.
Yeah. So it's all included, then you just go out and have fun and have your dinner.
And it's like the whole thing's just about an hour. The ceremony's 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll walk around, shoot other pictures, and then that's it.
Oh, excellent. Wow, that sounds great. Okay, start over.